Hello everybody and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program Rise of the Dark Fog. Now let's start off by taking care of expanding our power production. Collide with other object? Are you not in range of something? Oh. Thank you for the free power. And I'll see you again never. Okay, now that that is out of the way, in between episodes, I did go to the settings menu and disabled the repair alerts. Cool. I didn't copy, did I? So let's try to get this one centered. I think this is... I think that this is good. I'm missing 11. That sounded weird. That sounded just like rockets firing, but I don't think it was that. I'm missing 11 of these. Let's go ahead and get that available. Now, obviously there are a couple of issues here. First of all, this thing. You're gonna be requesting... These are very endgame products. I don't want to buffer a ton of them. I don't want to buffer a ton of green cubes either. Speaking of, you're meant to be doing green cubes. And let's see, I need to reset the outputs. Our recipe is 1:1. Whooping 24 seconds. That is quite painful. So processors on this side and lenses on this other side. These have not started flowing just yet, so I do have a bit more time with this level of research. Luckily, I do have things to do with this level of research. Yeah, I think that's it. Over there. Nope, that's not it. I might have had a few researches left over here. Okay, that's the one, and all queues are full. We have 2 levels of research here. It's not a lot, but it's something. And this will automatically request the green cubes. I'll let this buffer to to 5K. I do want to turn proliferation back on for everything. Okay, this is good. This is good. Now, once I see graviton lenses over here, and I do hope that's gonna happen at some point soon, I will start swapping the warper recipe, but for now I do want to make a bit of progress with Dyson Sphere. Which we have ignored all this time. This is still working. Where am I storing? There it is. And this is out of stone. Because this supply is almost entirely dried up. Okay, we might have to take care of that sooner than I hoped. But the next two builds that I'm hoping to do extremely quick, they're very simple builds, are going to be for Prisms and Photon combiners. I need to get 45 spaces here. Really hope I dragged enough soil. So this is gonna be photon combiners and with a length of 45. Let's set the recipe. This is actually an interesting recipe. It's actually a better throughput, but yeah, it's only replacing stone. And for prisms, the length is gonna be 27. And 27 is, well, this 45, and I need to subtract 18. Well, I have one and I need 17. This is 15, 17. So this is the marker for... This is the marker that I'm gonna build first. The factory needs to be here, so we'll see where... We'll see where the build is going to end. So this is the center line. First of all, let us clear a bit of space over here. I'm a bit annoyed that I don't have foundation. It will have to go over here. Now, fortunately, with us farming the dark fog, we basically get an infinite amount of soil. Which is quite cool. I like. It is something that I do enjoy. And let's see, we're gonna put one ILS down over here. and there's gonna be another one up there. So this is gonna be quite simple. I need glass in, I'll get prisms out. We're gonna do the usual 5k build. You're gonna need everything. This is gonna be remote demand. This should start. This should start working immediately if I were to have power. Where can I connect power? I think that is a very good question, and my best bet might be down here. Yeah, my best bet is gonna be down there. And I will need power for the other build as well, so this is good. This is helping. That's power connected, so this one should light up. Ooh. We should have no problem charging even a big thing like this. This is gonna be an easy setup, I believe. So we're gonna have 4 smelting lanes. As I was saying, this is not that recipe, this is gonna be this recipe. And let's see, there's gonna be 2 of these, and on the other side, well, I will get them on the center lines of their respective lanes. So over here like this. So this one's gonna be input, there's gonna be outputs running along these sides. Basically, it's gonna be like a smelting lane, but for a different type of factory. Let's sort out. Okay, glass is full on now. I will build this with proliferator, remote demand, local storage. It should eventually, something should come through. So theoretically, this build could be one of those 9 lane builds, even, because the ratio is 3:1. That usually comes and merges here, but I think I still can do something like this. I know that I've done this different in the past, but hear me out. And I don't go right on the edge there. And well, you basically get proliferated over here and end of story. Yeah, I think that I'm gonna go with that. I like it. So it goes like one here, and one here. They're both facing that way, that's good. Center line. Proliferation is gonna happen over here. I don't need any sort of splitters or anything like that. Easy. Straightforward. I just want to make sure that I have the correct length for these. Yeah. So the prisms are the smaller builds. Let's get the outputs sorted out as well. I'll shave that piece. So this is gonna merge over here. Yeah, I can easily make this be over here. Because there's no advanced merging or anything or splitting or all the nice things that I have in the more complex builds. And this one can just easily merge here, you merge here, and all the way there. This is gonna be exactly the same. Now, these are nice builds. These are builds that don't require a lot of effort. Don't require too much fiddling around. Everything is symmetric. So that's a length of 2. This should be... Let's go to this. I think this should be enough. Enough at least for now. I will put the... I want to make sure that the inserters at the end actually look okay. They're not weirdly deformed, as it sometimes happens. So that, and well, there's gonna be one somewhere around here. And I think that this one goes here. There's one that goes here, and I'll keep it symmetric over there. Nope, that is too far away. Maybe something like this. Nice, we have unlocked the advanced replication machines. I will actually remember to remove that filter, at least for now. So this unlocks half of the build, this unlocks the other half of the build. I did not set the filter for this one. And there we have it. This is Prisms. I will place this ILS over here. This should be, no, not over there, but over here. This should give me a bit more buffer. I was just making sure I was on the correct orientation there. So let's see. We're gonna be doing these ones, so I'll need the thing that I have right near me, and I think they're circuit boards. Yes, they're circuit boards. This is local demand, remote storage. This is local storage, remote demand. And we're gonna cap you off at this value. This is there, and that fits nicely over there. So this build is 1 lane out, 45 length, and it's gonna be a 6:3 ratio. I'll build the 6:3. So the real question is, what do I do with the 3 at the front? I could do... So I definitely want to get 3 and 3 from the sides. Do I want to do something weird on this side of the ILS? No. Let's keep it like this. So that's one. That's 2. That's way too many. I got a bit carried away there. I'll let the building flatten the ground eventually. Oh, that was a big lag spike. So the way I was thinking about this is this goes in here, this goes in here. This goes in here, and this comes down the center lane. Let's do the belting for this thing. And we're gonna be able to get So let's clear this out first. And this is to build down the center. Let me make sure I do have, yeah, I do have everything properly spaced. This looks good. So output, input, input, now theoretically this is just one belt, just one belt out. Yeah, this is meant to be just one belt out. I might keep it simple and have two belts out. So I will make this one go over there. This one go over here. And this one, again, I think I was a bit overzealous with the amount of space. Do I have resources in? I do have resources in. This was definitely overzealous. So what options do I have? I will move the ILS closer to, oh, just the chest. That is all it takes. Let's build the outputs first. So I will build the outputs. Just to double check, I have 6 tree, that's 9 belts. I have 1 proliferation, that's 10. I do have a spare belt, so I can just do similar to what I've did for my previous build. This one goes in here. And this one goes over here like this. So I can move everything down to here, I think. Let's try that out. So basically just cutting that. I think that's good. I think that works. Let's make sure we're still on a center line. This still looks like center line. This still looks like proper alignment. Yes. So I can reset the filter. I'm a bit worried about the fact that proliferator, I don't need it, but that doesn't, yeah, I got a bit ahead of myself, didn't I? I realized very late that I need a bit more space because I did not put the proliferator in. This time I will actually set everything up first. So this one can be here. Actually no. Proliferation needs to happen first. So I will set this maybe even over here. The Indian, was it worth the effort? Maybe, maybe not. Right, one of those power poles was actually the connection to the main base. Okay, now I can get that one back in. Get this one back in. Everything looks good again. I just need to figure out where the proliferator comes into play. And I think that that's gonna be here. Let me see, can this belt be dragged? Really? That's what you're trying to do with what I'm... this is going to be proliferator. This should work. Let's get inserters now. So I am trying to remember if I set the direction well. I'll just expand it to 4. If all is good, and I'll expand it, I could have expanded just to 2, I guess. If the direction is good, I can then get everything out. Just checking the recipe again. It is, yeah, center is circuit boards. And sides are these things. This is working, this is working. The Mark III proliferator might be because of the lack of graphite. Everything seems to be working, which is a very good sign. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. What's happening here? Okay, that's the only one that had that weird thing. Not enough. I'll extend this by 1 extra tile. Just so I can drag... What? And it should be just 1 or 2 extra power poles that are required to cover the whole area. I'm trying to clean up all my excess inventory. I don't think I have anything else I want to immediately get rid of. So these are... These are the circuits. Now I'm getting pretty close to time. I don't want to start another build just now. Deuterium, all the deuterium goes in here. That's a given. Next build, we are finally gonna do the, where are they? The solar sails. They have a pretty low life right now, but we can definitely improve that. This will require graphite, so and this is a very intensive build. I'll have to run the numbers on that. I haven't run the numbers just yet, but solar sails is gonna be the next build. After solar sails, we're gonna be looking at, well, Dyson Sphere components and actually building the Dyson Sphere. Right now, let's first of all check out and see if we have green science built. No, this is still dead. That shouldn't be still dead. But, well, it is, and doesn't really matter all that much. That means that we can finally start building these upgrades. So this is max solar cell life. And as soon as we do them, we might look at launching them. The space thingy is a bit big. It's not, well, obviously it's default settings big, which doesn't say much. I want to get to Series 1. I'll get to Series 1 first. So we'll take a quick look at... Actually, I will go to Series 2 first. because in the next episode, the first thing that I want to do is have a look at what's happening on Sirius 1. Why is there no, maybe there's no power, graphene production or graviton lenses is the end result that I'm seeing, but I'm assuming that the problem runs deeper than that. What is happening here? This is a constant onslaught. They are trying to expand their building. It will be interesting to see once these ones come into play what happens, if we get damaged or not. We did get a bit of damage from some of the turrets, but that's quite inconsequential. I should build a system to actually move these things out of the babs and into something more appropriate. Yeah, these barely get any usage. The power demand is decent. We are all the way to level 8. So I'm curious to see if anything else has shown up at level 6. So level 6, we've already said that there's nothing new. We are at level 8, we're gonna get level 9 soon. So maybe we'll get something interesting at that point. In the meantime, I think that this is doing fairly well. We are aggravating the dark fog in the space, but worst come to worst, we just pull back a bit. We just build our defenses over here, just align further back. I think that there is a maximum limit that this will expand, and it's not that much further. So yeah, this is doing good. This is doing what it was meant to be doing. Let's head off to Sirius 1. We're gonna take a quick peek at what's happening on the planet, and then probably gonna end this episode and try to sort out the problem in the next one. So, I was assuming that there's gonna be a... Okay, before I do that, north is that way. This is full. It's kind of annoying because I can see much easier what's where. I hate that. I really hate that behavior. So there's no this because there's no this. Oh, I was looking at the wrong one. Oh. Yes. I am a very forgetful person. Let's phrase it that way. I actually stopped all the ice cube import so that I can move this in the correct place. So in the next episode, the first thing that I'm gonna do is move this thing into the correct place. Once that's done, I will start looking at maybe mining this into a chest or something, and then potentially expanding to increase the output of graphene. But that being said, and we've been running all this time on reserves, on stockpile, which I think it's fairly impressive. I do think that graphite is a dependency at least of one of the things that we're doing for purple science, because purple science requires this, which requires this thing, which requires, yeah. So we had quite decent reserves apparently, but they'll slowly drain out, and we need to upgrade these. All of that and much more in the next episode though. That being said, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you here next time.